Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Keeping It Real with CCKD. And as you know, it's with a sprinkle of the Holy Spirit. Now, I don't know how to go about this because this is like my second episode ever. I don't know if we should just dive into today's topic or we should do it as they do it in the movies where they say previously on. I think that's what we should do. Okay, so previously on Keeping It Real with CCKD, right? We talked about what emotional hurt is. We also learned that hurt is relative and that every hurt counts. Okay, we learned that somebody cannot define hurt for you. Your definition of hurt is what it is to you. So it's relative. Every hurt counts. We also talked about the different post-traumatic crises that people have to endure as a result of their past trauma. We also mentioned some kinds of traumas. Okay, when we talked about child abuse, we talked about violence, we talked about neglect, and so on and so forth. We can agree that episode was a packed episode. Thank you for your comments, thank you for your likes, thank you for watching, thank you for engaging. Now, if you haven't seen the first episode, I think this is your sign to do that right away. Okay, now when you do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment, don't forget to share your thoughts, and don't forget to share the channel with friends. Now let's get into today's dish. Okay, now today we'll be talking about the steps to healing. Steps to healing that can help us live a fulfilled life. Okay, and now someone will say, what do you mean by fulfilled life? Like, just as hurt is relative, that's how a fulfilled life is relative. What can be a fulfilled life to me might not be interesting to you. Okay, so based on who you are, based on your hurt, based on your personality, healing would help you achieve that goal of living what a fulfilled life is meant to you. Now, let me just go generally and say what a fulfilled life is, right? A fulfilled life is a life of purpose. It is a meaningful life. It is a life of peace and accomplishment. It is a life of confidence. Well, this is what it is to me, and maybe generally put. It is a life that has a vision. It's vision driven. It's not just anyhow life. It's a life that has a vision. Okay, it's a life where your younger self is proud of who you are, and then your future self would be happy to meet you. You know, so that is a fulfilled life in my own definition. Now, unresolved traumas and hanging traumas are hindrances to such fulfilled life because, yeah, like I said, it just helps. It makes you not do. It makes you view. Traumas make a person view the life in a certain kind of way. So the traumas, unresolved traumas, hanging traumas are hindrances to such life. Now, remember in our first episode, we talked about how trauma can shape a person's view. Now, I'll give you an example, okay? I'll give you an example, and I hope and I pray that you don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say. I pray you get understanding. Okay, so now the example I'm going to be giving is that of extreme feminist. Okay, we know what feminist is, and I'm not talking down on feminists. I am a feminist, but I'm talking about extreme feminists. You know, extreme feminists. Now, some of them may have underlying views where it's interpreted as hatred for men, hatred for how men do things, just deep hatred for men in generally. Okay. Now, I have come to know that this deep hatred, if traced, can can find its source to a trauma from that lady's past. Okay, now what this trauma has done is to unconsciously shape how she views life, thereby hindering her from enjoying life. Because somebody with a deep hatred for men wouldn't, associate and get the goodness that comes with the mixture that God created. Now, the Bible said that men and women, He created them all. Now, God is a purposeful God. He does things with reason. He wouldn't create a man if he is not needed. He wouldn't create a woman if her purpose is not needed. So, that extreme ideology, that extreme belief might in turn stop her from enjoying life to the fullest. Now I'll give you another example. All right, somebody that has gone through a kind of trauma can just be hypersensitive, can be untrusting, can be hyper vigilant, can even be paranoid. What's paranoia? Seeing things or assuming things that are not there. So I have a personal story of this. I know someone very close to me who was robbed. Okay, she was robbed at gunpoint, and up till this day, I think she has eased up a bit, but to the best of my knowledge, as a close, not so long ago, right? You can't run past her. Once she hears footsteps of people running, or she's paranoid. Is this person coming to rob me? She's on hyper alert. She's, that kind of thing. And most cases, in fact, in all the cases, the person is just hastening up to get to somewhere. But because that is a trigger for her, she doesn't like being around places that, uncertain movements can be made. She doesn't like being around places where people are running, just paranoia, seeing things that are not there, assuming things that are not there, not trusting the people that you see around, always seeing the worst of people. Now, such person would find it difficult living life to the fullest. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Now, before we go further, I would like again to state some more traumas, and this time I'll be grouping them into two. I'll group them into physical trauma as well as emotional or psychological traumas. Now, some of the physical traumas, symptoms of traumas that you can, some of the physical things that you can see to let you know that, or to let you know that I'm experiencing PTS symptoms, okay? PTS symptoms and all that are some physical racing heartbeats. For one reason or the other, your heart is racing. You feel like, something is going to happen. Another thing is fatigue. You're always tired. You don't have interest in things that other people would have interest in. You are tired. You are unwilling. You don't want to do stuff. Another thing is agitation. You are easily agitated. You are easily angered. You're easily, any little thing can get to your skin and you flare up. So most times when you see this happen, I have a personal story again. I literally just asked this lady how she was. Why? What do you mean by that? Why would you do this? Now, these things might just seem ordinary to the ordinary eye, but somebody with well knowledge will know that, hey, there's an underlying issue going on. So being easily agitated, then being easily startled, any small thing, your mind, you're scared, you're scared. I have personally suffered this particular kind of symptoms. Oh, it's a crazy feeling. Okay, it is a crazy feeling. Another thing is insomnia. You can't sleep. Not that you're thinking about the whole problems in the world, or you're thinking of how to make the best money or the most money in the world. You just can't sleep. When you try to sleep, you just can't sleep. Your eyes are open. You're seeing movies till the end, till morning, till insomnia. So that's etc. etc. These are some of the physical symptoms to traumas. I also want to state before we go further that you guys can leave your comments. I want to hear your thoughts on stuff like this. No man is an island, like you see on my post when I post about this. I want to hear your thoughts on healing. I want to tell your thoughts on steps to healing going forward. So we have emotional, physical symptoms. Now, these are the ones people don't see, right? If I'm living with you in the house, I can understand that, oh, you have insomnia. I can see that. I can notice you being startled over little things, and so on and so forth. But these ones are the ones that people don't see. Anxiety, and the first one that I talked about in the physical symptoms, they are correlated, because when you are anxious, you get fast heartbeat. What are you anxious about? You just on the edge, you are. Another one is shock. Okay, another one is denial. You don't want to go about it, you don't want to think about it. Another one is being withdrawn. You don't want to associate yourself. You want to be by yourself, not for a good reason. Now, another emotional and psychological symptom is self-blame, where you're blaming yourself. You're thinking that, oh, this happened because of this happened because of me, I'm the cause of this, I should have worn a longer dress, I should have not gone to that place, I should have walked out of that relationship, and so on and so forth. Mood swings, we have depression, we have numbness, difficulty concentrating, etc. and etc. Now, I want to also state that all these above mentioned things are just a few of the symptoms. Remember, I said it is relative. Trauma is relative, okay? Also are the symptoms of trauma, right? Now, all these things I mentioned, they are not limited. These are not just the only symptoms of trauma that there is. So they are not limited to these things. There are so many more, and I remember that we mentioned some in the first episode. Now, let's get into the main. This is now we're about to eat the meat from this dish. We're just eating the sides. Now we're about to get into the main dish, which is steps to healing. Now, healing. It is so easy to say. It seems so easy to say, but I will tell you with experience, with knowledge, that it is far-fetched. It takes a lot of determination, it takes a lot of working, and it takes a lot of patience to get free from the shackles of past traumas. Now, I'm saying this, like I said earlier, because it's out of experience. I'm sitting here today having this conversation with you, but I used to be a bag of working traumas. I used to have a luggage of working traumas. But I can say boldly right now, and with the help of God, that I'm healed. I'm still healing. It's a process, like I said. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, trust me, it feels really good. It feels so light. It is so freeing. And everybody that is going through any form of trauma needs to experience it. Now, in Psalm 147, verse 3, I know we talked about this the last time. So God reminds us that He is the God of every, including our hurting hearts, and He can take care of it. So I'm going to first of all start generally with what is known to be the 5 to 7 steps of healing. Now, this is known generally, and this is known psychologically. It can be interpreted in different ways, it can be put in different angles, but you get the drift. Now, Number one is awareness, right? Now, in this area, what you do is you acknowledge the existence of an underlying issue. You know that, oh, okay, I need to treat this. Something is actually wrong. This is not how I'm supposed to be living. So you are aware of it. Now, number two is acceptance stage. Here you embrace your feeling without judgment. You feel the feeling, you cry the cry, you question the questionable. In this stage of acceptance, okay, this is the stage where after you have known that, oh, I have an issue, you have accepted the issue. Say, okay, yes, I know you are here. Why are you here? Oh, it happened because of this. And for any reason or the other you feel like you want to cry, do that. No judgment here. You are accepting, you're feeling the feeling, you're questioning yourself, asking the right questions, and all that. Now, the third one is the processing stage. Now, this stage involves figuring out the root cause of the issue. Okay, figuring out the root cause of the issue. Now, you can do this through self-reflection. I recommend journaling, writing out what you think, going back to that scene, writing it out, stating it out, whatever you can remember at the scene, or you state it out. Oh, okay, this and this and this, I'm processing this stage. Okay, now the fourth stage is the letting go stage. Now you have known the issue, you have accepted the issue, you have found the root cause of the issue. It's time to let go. It's time to breathe and let it go. What it is doing, it is holding you down from going forward. Okay, you have to consciously, make the decision to do whatever it takes to let go in a healthy and constructive manner. Okay, whatever it is in a healthy way that would help you, do it to let go of your situation, of the trauma. Now, the fifth stage is the progress and the growth stage. At this stage, you build emotional growth. You've now known how to cope with it. You have now grown emotionally. Okay, now this stage, it will help you to make those positive changes that you so desire. It's kind of like you start doing the opposite things of what those traumas had hindered you from doing, right? If you used to isolate yourself, you get out more. If you just do the opposite things. If you are anxious, you look for things that calm you down. You tell yourself, what is it? Look for ways, coping mechanisms that can help you, that whenever these feelings come up, you can, do the opposite of them and then let go. Now, the sixth one is integration. Here you learn to be more intentional about how you spend your time. Okay, you simply protect your growth. Now you have gone through all of this process. All you need to do now is to protect it. Don't let anything come and take it away from you. Now, the seventh stage is the transformation stage. Now, this is the final stage. You are stronger, you are more determined emotionally, your approach to life has completely changed. You can now see that you're smiling more, you are more healthier, you are doing things the way you should do them. Now, these are very important, and you might want to book a section with a professional if you want to go this route. Okay, but for keeping it up with CCKD, I want to go personal, I want to go deep, I want to share what helped me literally. Now, this is my own list. Okay, I'm sharing it with you. It might help you, so get your pen and write. Now, the first thing I did was I asked God for assistance. Now, I don't know if you heard me when I said God of every. When I was writing this, I had a revelation of how there's nothing that we can literally ask God that He cannot do for us. Okay, so my first stage was I asked God for assistance. By strength shall no man prevail, and this is certain. It says it's not of him that the strongest horse doesn't always win the race. The fastest horse doesn't always win the race. So whatever it is, ask him. Ask him. Nothing can be done without the involvement of God. The things he gives makes rich and adds no sorrow. So if he's gonna give you peace, just know that peace is final. You have gotten it for life. If he's giving you joy, he's gonna give you joy. That joy, you have gotten it for life. So you're asking for healing. He's gonna cement and mend your broken heart. Okay? Now talk to him deeply and intensely about this healing you so desire. You want to know. Talk to him deeply about this healing you so desire. Tell him that you want and you know that you can do better and you want to do better. Talk to him daily. Talk to him minute by minute. Now, I'm saying this and I'm not saying everybody, regardless of your religion, talk to your God. Regardless of what you believe in, talk to your God. Ask him for assistance. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in the Holy Spirit. So that's my reference point. So ask him daily. Ask him for his help on this healing journey. He's your father. He would hear you. Now in Psalm 6 verse 2, we hear a cry of David. In fact, now this would be your personal cry. Say, have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am in pains. Heal me, Lord, for my bones are weak and in trouble. Use this verse to pray whenever you want to, you're heading towards, you want healing. Okay, use it to pray every day. I use it to pray every day. Now, number 2 on my list is get moving. Now, personally, okay, I feel that exercises is one of God's greatest gifts to man. Like I would always say to people around me, whoever invented exercise doesn't know what he did for mankind, or whoever invented it. Now, what exercises does, like we earlier explained some symptoms of trauma, right? Now, so what it does is that it eases you up. Okay, it eases you up. Now, some of the symptoms we discussed holds us down, like the numbness, like the fear, like the anxiety. The good news is that moving your body would help. It's crazy. I don't know how that works. But moving your body, any form of exercise, can help clarify the mind, burn off adrenaline, and release endorphins. Now, those are the happy feeling, the happy emotions, the happy, so you get all of that from exercise. So a simple 30 minutes walk, it might not be you going to the gym. You can simply just take a 30 minutes walk. You can dance. You can dance it off. You can, dance it off. You can go for a swim. You can hike. There are so many hike groups these days. You can join one. You can go for a hiking. You can take a run. You can do a number of activities that seems right to you, but get your body moving. What this will do, it will give you clarity and your mind. It will give you clarity in your mind, and it will help you become more aware. It will help you accept. It will help you remember the stages I told you in the generally accepted steps of healing. Now, what moving your body will help you do, it will make you aware of your environment. It will make you aware of the trauma. When I do this, sometimes I go on the treadmill and I'm off and off and off and off and off and off and off, and I have my music in my ears. At that point, please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me at that point, because I'm reasoning things. My mind is expanded. My mind is seeing little bits and tiny details of things. Now, it's going to help you accept. It's going to help you process. It's going to help you let go. It's going to let you improve. It will also help you maintain. That is how important moving your body is. Now, the third one is engage. Do not isolate yourself. Remember, we talked about this in the normal steps. Don't isolate yourself. Look for activities that will keep your mind working. Okay? Look for activities that will keep your mind active and working. Activities in line with what you like to do. Activities you like, that's beautiful life, that fulfilled life that you want. Go out, even when you don't feel like it. Go to participate in social events, network. Okay, you don't even have to talk to anybody. Just being in that environment. You don't also have to say, okay, I have to start there. You don't really have to. All you have to do is to be in that environment. Now, things you can do that can help you, engage. You can volunteer. You can volunteer for a number of things that are happening. You can reconnect with old friends, meaningful old friends. You can create new friends. You can make new friends. Okay? Do whatever feels right to you. All I'm just saying is that while you are doing it, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Now, number 4 on my list is mindfulness. I know when my sister sees this video, she's going to do one funny thing she does anytime she sees me engaging in any mindfulness exercise. Now, what mindfulness simply means is that I know somebody will be like, Katie, which one is mindfulness again? Well, it is simply learning to control your nervous system. Anxiety, fear, all these are triggered from the nervous system. Now, what mindfulness does, it helps you control that system. It helps you take charge of what your mind thinks. Okay, it's like a steering wheel. Like, hey, don't go there. Come back here. Okay, so that's what it does. And this has definitely helped me personally. It has helped me personally. Now, mindfulness and intentional breathing exercises bring calmness to chaos of the mind. All right, physical chaos at once, but chaos of the mind. Hey, my mind is going here. Hey, my mind is thinking. Hey, I'm scared. What will happen today? What if? That's what mindfulness does. Now, you can download lots of apps. I have a couple of apps from your Play Store, from your Apple Store. That's mindfulness app. Another mindfulness technique that I use that has helped me is the sensory technique. The sensory, what I see, what I hear, what I smell, what I taste. Okay, so what I see, I can pick a book. I can try to calm myself. I can try to mindfully guide my mind through a book. What I can read. Now, what I can see, that's what I can see. Now, what I can smell. If you come to my house, you know that I have incense. I have essential oil. I have diffusers around me. These things are not just for the beauty or aesthetics of it. They are things that do and put my mind in a certain form of calmness and steers it into where I want it to be. Now, which other one did I talk about? I talked about the eyes. I talked about the sense. Taste. Oh, yeah, taste. Also, if you know me, you know I'm a lover of tea. Based on my mood, based on what I can take a tea now that tells me, you know what, dwindle down. You know what, it's time to put it off. I can take a tea that can make me more alert. So it depends on what I want. So you see how this can stir and tell your mind what to think. Very important. The other thing is what I talked about: eyes, sense, taste is the tea, hearing, music, calming sound. You can use this is so like, I don't want you guys to take this like Katie is just talking. I don't want you to. These things are important and they are very, very effective. What you hear, okay, call the sounds you listen to, because these things can put you in a crisis. Okay, what you see, what you taste can remind you of a trauma. What you hear can remind. So we are doing the opposite now. So we are consciously making our mind, you know what? Forget about that. That's in the past. Get into the future. Do something nice. Play something calming. Play something happy. And get out of there. You see? So these are very important parts of it. Now, I know somebody is saying, which one? This one has come with Oyibo tactics. But trust me, it works. It works. Now, also, you need to meditate. When you do your mindfulness, there's also something they call intentional breathing, meditation. Meditating, having, taking time out. The environment is right. What you're having is right. Taking time out to breathe slowly and get into what you need to get into. So another point is healthy living. Now, I would use this to share a story. I used to drink a lot. And I'm not talking, I used to drink a lot. I used to drink the dry drinks. Oh my God, this is crazy. Now, it was a coping mechanism for me at the time. Like, once I'm triggered by something, once something is not going my way, oh, don't worry, find me. I will seek solace in alcohol. You find me hiding it because of we know who. You find me hiding it, taking just to calm whatever I was feeling at that time. But it wasn't really helping. It wasn't. You get so bad that you have to rely on alcohol to sleep, and then you wake up with crazy headache. It wasn't really helping. Now, I thank God for better days, because right now I thank God for knowledge, and I thank God for His help. Do you get? So now, healthy living is just simply making better wellness choices. Like, healing is a process. That is how healthy living is also a process. It's not a one size fits all. What is healthy to you might not even be recommended by the doctor for the other person. Now, so you only have to find what works for you. And how do you do that? You take little steps. Okay? Little steps to wellness. Just make those little steps to wellness. And in the end, you'll see that with consistency and finding the right thing that works for you, you would heal and you live a better life. So here are some few tips that has helped me. Try getting enough sleep. I know that there's a popular saying that says, you don't need to sleep. Successful men don't sleep. But I would like to say that is not applicable to everybody, especially with people with trauma. You need to have a sane mind. Your mind needs to be rested to even walk, to even think of ideas that will put you ahead, that would, that groundbreaking ideas. So getting enough sleep. I would recommend that you sleep early and wake up early. That way you are not shutting down your operations. You're still being active and doing the work you need to do. The only thing is that you get to sleep early. As we know now, they recommend like 7 hours of sleep for an adult. So yeah, try to work that into your plan. Now, another thing which I started this conversation with is run away from alcohol and drugs. Somebody will say she has come. Yes, it is proven. In fact, by definition, my son's definition, the school in his level, his age, they say alcohol, drugs is anything that alters normal body function. So by definition, it's meant to scatter your system. Do you get? So little steps, okay? Try by reducing. That's what I did. And before you know, you're off it. Okay? These things these things increases and worsen the trauma symptoms. Somebody that is anxious, you're not going to drink, you now start thinking, or you're going to take hard drugs, you start thinking about the worst case scenario. Your mind, as it was racing 50, I mean 100 beats. It now start racing 1,000 beats. So it doesn't solve it. It only worsens it. Okay, it worsens the symptoms. It even makes you more depressed. It increases that anxiety that you're running away from. It seems like a quick fix. Don't get me wrong. It seems like a quick fix, but it does not make the problem go away. It makes the problem bigger. I remember somebody who I was having a conversation with someone, and I asked, he was like, I don't know what brought the conversation. I was like, do you smoke weed? Yeah, I used to smoke weed, but I got so dependent. You see, I got so dependent. I wanted to know. I said, how did you stop? Or why did you stop? He wanted to know who he was. He wanted to know who he was out of the alcohol. I'm having a fashion crisis right now. My earrings are. So yeah, he said he wanted to know who he was outside the drug, because he seemed like the drug was becoming the controller of his life. So you see what that does? It doesn't take the struggles away. It only makes it bigger. Now, it also blocks your mind. One of the things is for you to reason the thing clearly, reason the trauma clearly, and see, and even in a way find you might even come up with a solution. But what alcohol and drugs do, that it clouds your mind, it covers your mind, it blocks your mind, it blocks your sense. You start, instead of you thinking of solutions out of it, you start thinking of worst case scenarios. So it doesn't help you see the problem clearly. And how can you figure out something when you can't see it clearly? Whew. I hope all of this makes sense to you, like it made sense to me. I know this episode has been long, but yeah, we have come to the end of this episode. I would like you to remember that healing is a process. In fact, it is more of a rinse and repeat thing. Okay, it is more of a do it again. Even if it seems like it's not working, come and do it again. That's how you brush your teeth every day. Rinse and repeat. Okay, and just like any good thing in our life, it might in fact be discomforting to start your healing journey. I'm telling you the blunt truth. It might be discomforting to start your healing journey, but I want to implore you, I want to tell you with all certainty, I want to assure you that taking that step, and you have to use the one step in front of each other. We're not leaping, we're not jumping, we're doing it beats by beats, one step in front of each other method. You would see results. In this one step in front of each other, you will feel the feeling. Don't be scared. You will journey the journey. You will cry the cry. But in the end, okay, just endure the process. Endure the process. And in the end, you will enjoy your life. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, to like, to comment. I want to hear your opinion, and to share. Love, Sissy KD. Until next time. Bye.